Hey friends, alright, I'm going to go through my training week. This will be starting on the 3rd, so this is going to be, we're going to do a recap Friday. Every Friday, we're going to do a recap on how my training went for the previous week, starting on Monday, ending on Sunday, for my sub 120 half marathon. So we're going to go through each day, Monday all the way through Sunday, just real quick. So Monday was an easy day for me, just a 6-mile easy pace. I ended up doing that. Average moving pace was 8:55, so definitely for me that's a slower pace. And then I did do cross training in the evening. I did a 32-minute cross training in the evening, and then did a short walk at night. Tuesday, did my 6-mile morning run. That one I actually did go a little bit faster. I averaged an 8:38 minute mile. And I just do those at like 5 in the morning. So I did that one, got my 6 miles on Tuesday, excuse me. And then also Tuesday in the evening, I did a 8.16 mile run. And I do a progression run on Tuesdays and Thursdays where I start out fairly easy and I work my way up to a little bit faster paces. So first mile was a 9-minute mile, then an 8:20 for the second mile, third mile 8:17, fourth mile was a 7:11, fifth mile was a 7:14, sixth mile was a 6:50, and then my last 2 miles I kind of count them as kind of a cool down. I did a 7:51, or excuse me, an 8:27 on the 7th mile. 8th mile was a 7:51. So a little over 8 miles in the evening. So Tuesday was a success. Monday and Tuesday both stuck to the training block, my plan exactly. Wednesday is a morning run. I did a 6.04 mile morning run. Average is a 9:02, so slowed it down. That one, I believe I did a little bit of walking. Then in the evening, I do a hard effort 5K to kind of get a feeling of where I am as far as lungs, heart, everything. So overall, it took me 18 minutes and 29 seconds, and I actually felt fairly good. My average heart rate was 161, so that's not like max effort for me. So an average moving pace was a 5:53 minutes per mile, so I was definitely happy with that. And then I also just did a 1.5 mile, just a little cool down run that took me like 20 minutes. So just some walking and running, just to get my legs released after that hard effort 5K. Thursday, this is the 6th. Same thing, 6-mile morning run. That one was a 8:46 average pace minute per mile. Kind of just a beat bopper for me. And then the evening, same thing as Tuesdays where I do a progression run. So first mile 8:30, second mile 8:08, third mile 7:52, fourth mile was a 7:20, fifth mile was a 6:38, 6th mile 8-minute mile, 7th mile was a 7:47, and 8th mile was 7:37. So I generally try to do 3 miles as I progress, sub 8-minute mile, and then one of those miles a sub 7-minute mile. Is kind of the way I've been training on those progression runs. And then, so that was on Thursday. Also Thursday, just went for a short walk in the evening. After that, Friday, that's my rest day. I only did 4 miles, so I'm supposed to do 5 miles on my rest day, and I'm supposed to mainly just walk. This one I really just walked. I did it was a 14:51 minute mile, so just a little bit faster than it was just like a faster walk. Only did 4 miles of that in the morning, and that was it. Just really took it easy on Friday. Saturday, I was supposed to do a 12-mile run, but my son's we do a 100-mile challenge I set up for my kids, and if they accomplish that, they get paid $150. So he wanted to go running with me. He ended up not doing the full 10 miles. My wife was on the mountain bike, so slowed me down a little bit, and didn't want my recording to go too long. I did record it. So I only did 10.24 miles on Saturday, and that one was super easy pace because I was with my son. So that one was a 9:24 minute mile, and yeah, that was not hard effort whatsoever. That was just in the New Balance Fresh Foam X More version 4s. Just trying those out. Really excited about those. And then I did a strength training in the evening. That was just a 30-minute strength training. So yeah, overall Saturday was not, I should have done 12 miles. I only did 10. So that one I did not stick to my plan perfectly. Sunday, this one I was super excited about. I did a tempo run and used pretty much a very similar course. I didn't go on the road, which would have been a closer course, because I wanted to record it and not have to be, darting, not worry about cars as much. So I went on the path, which is really hilly, but I was going to do an 8-miler. I did 8.43 miles, and first mile was a 6:23, second mile 5:49, third mile 6:06, fourth mile was a 6:23, fifth mile, which this is where you start climbing a pretty steep hill between the fifth and the sixth mile. Was a 7-minute mile. Sixth mile was a 7-minute mile. Then it starts to go back downhill. So 7th mile was a 6:37. 8th mile was a 6:23. And that last 0.43, I was averaging a 6:06 minute mile. So I felt great on that. Used my Nike Next Percent too. Love those shoes. So that one I was super excited because it was not an easy course to do a tempo run. Very hilly. I think I did 900 feet of elevation gain, a lot more feet of elevation loss. So it was mainly downhill, but it was a lot of pretty steep climbs. So super happy. Total average was a 6:27 minute mile. And then I did a hike to where I do the workouts, where I record those. So that was total of 3 miles, 1.5 miles up, 1.5 miles back. And then I did a 21-minute Tabata workout. And then I also did a 12-minute abs and core workout. And then in the evening, I did a 2.5 mile easy effort run just to get the lactic build up. That was more of a walk. That was a 20-minute mile. I think we took the dog and we played with him. So it was kind of a jog around the park a little bit, walk. So just another 2.5 miles. So in total for that week, I believe it was around 70. Yeah, I think it was close to around a 65, 70 mile week for me. Some of those runs were hard effort. Sunday was definitely, I put in hard effort. Wednesday put in hard effort, and then Tuesday and Thursdays with those progression runs put in a little bit harder effort. So overall, very happy with my week. I did not hit everything that I wanted to, but so far this week, it's actually, I've been hitting every single one of my workouts, and my progression runs I have been doing pretty well with those. So yeah, so that's my recap for the sub 120 marathon training block. That's going to go all the way through the end of October, and then I will taper off a little bit in the first 2 weeks of November. And then my race, I believe, is November 19th, is the Snow Canyon Half Marathon, where I will go under sub 120. Never done that before. That's been a goal of mine that I've set at the beginning of the year, that I wanted to accomplish that. So if I can do it, it's going to be a big big high five to myself. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this. Every Friday we'll do Recap Friday, where I'll go through what the training looked like and whether I'm on track or off track. And overall, my body, I'll be honest, it is a little beat down, mainly because I haven't been getting as much sleep as I should be. But when I'm going for a pretty ambitious goal for me, I expect my body to be pretty beat down, and then that taper is going to feel amazing, and I should be ready to go because I put in a lot of hard effort. So, all right, that's pretty much it. In the comments, so comment of the day is, how are you training for a race right now? And if so, how is your training been going? If you had to rate it between 1 and 10, how is your training going right now? All right, that's it. As always, let's thrive together. Bye.